You got some problems that you wanna solve? Then let's chat. That job getting on your nerves? Then let's chat. Girl, you know I can relate, so let's chat. Cause I'ma tell you what the bottom line is.
I'ma tell you what the bottom line is. I'ma tell you what the bottom line is. I'ma tell you what the bottom.
It's your girl Cece. I'm your hostess with the mostest.
I'ma tell you what the bottom line is.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Bottom Line Is. It's your girl Cece, and today's guest is Marsha. So Marsha, you want to tell them a little bit about you and what you do?
Yes, so I am Marsha Carter Hall. I'm a double board certified family nurse practitioner and also an entrepreneur. I own 360 Envy Aesthetics and Wellness. And there we do a little bit of everything, but basically a 360 turnaround for our patients and clients. We want them to look their best, feel their best from the inside and out. So we do laser services, weight management, rejuvenation for the body, so IV hydration, vitamin therapy, and things like that. And then on the holistic side, we have acupuncture and a few other services. So many things, but basically that's just what I do.
That's awesome. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
And you have multiple other businesses too.
Yes.
But today's episode, you guys, is about self-care. So, week 3 of The Bottom Line Is we talk about healthcare related items and how it's important to really take care of yourself inside and out. So today we're talking about self-care. So as Marsha, talked about her business at 360 Aesthetics, and she talked about the IV therapies and the laser treatments. When you look good, you feel good and you present your best self, right? So, and that's what it's all about, is creating that confidence, but, not creating a whole different person at the same time, bringing out your inner beauty and, everything that is naturally beautiful about you. And so I can firsthand say for sure that, I came across 360 Aesthetics and I do the IV treatments, I do the weight loss. And I know you all, when I say that, are probably like, what weight loss? But
right.
Mind your business. But that's what I do, so, and I'm looking forward to other services there too. So if you want to just kind of break it down, why is self-care so important?
So self-care is so important for so many reasons.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I know they're going to hit it. Mm-hmm. But self-care is so important for so many reasons, just because, you only have one life to live, you only have one body, and you only have one time to do it right. Mm-hmm. And so every day we're going to have stress that's non-negotiable. You're going to have stress at work, you're going to have stress at home, and you're going to have responsibility. And a lot of us, our roles dictate how our days go. From the time we wake up to the time we go to sleep, we know that we have to be mom, sister, employee, caregiver, friend, everything, all these things to all these people. But at the end of the day, you still have to make sure that you have something left for yourself. So the self-care part comes back to doing whatever it is that fills your cup. It could be a cup of coffee every morning. It could be a walk in the evening, or maybe going to get a service that will make you feel like your best self. It's important because you have to reset and rebalance and rejuvenate.
No, for sure. I might even title the episode that. I like that line.
You like that? Okay.
Yes. And so let's just kind of, continue to break it down. So, the IV fluids, like we see all these celebrities, talking about how they get the IV treatments, the hungover and all these type of things. But it's really more than that. And, not so much doing it just because a celebrity doing it, because it really makes you feel good. Like, what are the benefits of IV therapy?
Well, first of all, I love IV therapy. It's not just a service that I have in my business. It's something that I live by, something that my family lives by. We use it for preventative medicine and also recovery. Mm-hmm. And so really, and we've been doing it for every month for years. Mm-hmm. So really, it boils down to this. You drink your water, you eat your food, and it goes through your stomach, and you get what's left after your stomach breaks down everything. IV therapy bypasses your stomach and goes directly into your bloodstream. So you get 100% of those vitamins, the minerals, and the hydration that most of us are missing, because more than half of America is dehydrated.
I know, I'm one.
Yes, I know. We're all dehydrated. We drink coffee, we drink teas.
Right.
We don't drink that much water. And so you bypass the stomach, go directly into the bloodstream, and then your body and your organs and all your cells that rely on those micronutrients to thrive and be their best function get replenished. So that is the gist of IV therapy on the preventative side, the wellness side. Now, when you think about recovery, you're depleted when you're recovering from something like COVID or the flu or just an autoimmune condition that maybe has you extra fatigue. So you need to restore those things. Those micronutrients help you kind of bring your body back to homeostasis, which is balance. And so that is kind of the gist of IV therapy. See, a lot of people think it's just for like bells and whistles and just for show, and people just do it to have something to do. But we have patients and clients that it makes their life 150% better because either they have stomach issues and they can't digest everything properly, or whatever reason they take medications that deplete them from their vitamins and things like that. So
yeah, and and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. It can be for all ages, right?
All ages. Ages. My son, I have 3 children, and my youngest, he's been getting IV therapy when he needs to, either for prevention or recovery. He doesn't get it every 30 days. But if he has some sniffles or something coming on, he already knows. He's getting a Myers cocktail. We're going to knock that thing out before it gets out of hand.
That's right.
And I think he was about 13 when he got his first IV, 13 years old.
Wow.
And, the doses, people always get concerned about the dose of the vitamins that's in the bag. But really, you can go get IV therapy anywhere. Some people use a lower dose, some people use a higher dose, but no one's going over the regular physiologic dose that's prescribed or recommended to you by your medical provider.
Wow.
If you could take 1,000 milligrams of calcium one day or 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C one day, you can get it in your vein.
That's awesome.
It's the same dose. The thing is, instead of you taking that 1,000 and only getting to benefit from your stomach, maybe 600 or 500 after your body burns the rest, you get all of it, like all of the whole 1,000 through IV.
Yeah, and I prayed my grandmother, so yeah, and my grandmother is 70 plus. I'm sure she would not agree with me telling her age.
Oh no, she's not going for it.
I know. At least she doesn't look it. But no, I mean, and she enjoys it, and that's one thing that I like about the service too. It's like people are always telling you, oh, you should do this, you should do that when you go to the doctors or friends and things like that, but they never really explain the benefits of it. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the episode, because I think it's very important for people to really understand, again, the effects of it and how it can make you feel. Now, of course, yes, results vary. We know that. But again, it's so many different things out there that, people can do to put themselves as a priority. Now, you mentioned laser therapy. Now, when I think of laser therapy, I think of like the alternative to waxing, right? But I think the last time I was in there, you kind of educated me on laser therapy is just more than what you would think, just getting rid of the hair. Okay. Right. So, I mean, what are the benefits from a self-care perspective from laser therapy?
So a lot of my patients, our laser, we have Air Lace, Neo Elite laser. So it's one of the lasers on the market that is the gold standard for treating all skin, but especially skin of color, black and brown. And it's safe. It's an Nd:YAG laser. And so really the benefit of that is more than just getting rid of hair. It also helps restore collagen, which we're losing every single day that we age. As long as we're able to wake up and breathe air, that day we're losing collagen. So it actually allows you to restore that. And then it also helps with so that rejuvenates your skin, makes it look more youthful, increases the blood flow, and it gets rid of the hair. But it also corrects other things like hyperpigmentation, kills bacteria related to acne, breakouts and things like that. And then also like rosacea. People have issues with rosacea. And nail fungus, psoriasis, those things, those types of, conditions. It does all of those things. And so when you think about it on a self-care perspective, self-care for me is always going to come back to feeling your best, looking your best.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have anything that impacts your confidence,
Mm-hmm.
then you're not going to be taking care of your best self.
Right. No, for sure.
So a lot of women who have hirsutism,
Mm-hmm.
hirsutism, I said it wrong, where they have the facial hair
Mm-hmm.
here related to PCOS,
Mm-hmm.
the hair just keeps growing and growing and growing, and they can't do anything about it.
Right.
Their hormones are imbalanced, so the laser helps them take the time that they need to come and have the treatment, so they can feel like women. They can feel beautiful and sexy, and so they take that time. And a lot of them come and they sit down. They're like, "Oh, thank you. They're looking forward to it like their nail appointment."
Right.
And they're straight up getting rid of the beard, but they
that's
love
awesome.
it. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like anytime you come into just kind of woosah, you know,
to sit.
Yes, and just turn the phone off, and you all kind of create the whole ambiance. You got the blankets, you got the private rooms, the TV. It's a whole experience. It's not like, oh, okay, you're getting your IV, you're getting this, you're getting that, and then you out. No, it's a whole experience. It's a very calming environment to try to just, you know, and especially I can say for myself, I'm always going.
Yeah.
So when I come, I'm just like, right. Like, I don't mind sitting there for a few hours. I'll work here.
I'm opening and closing.
Right. Like, I don't mind. So, no, that is very important. And I didn't realize that the laser therapy had all of those benefits. So,
yes. Over 40 FDA approved conditions that I can treat with air lace.
Wow.
And so, I mean, I do about maybe 10 or 12, but that's just because that's my market. But it's the reach is far.
Wow.
As how many things it can help solve and help people, you know, resolve. So
yeah, and I mean, let's get into your skin. Like, show people your skin, girl. Like,
just a little bit.
The profile. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, no, for sure. Thank you. And
your skin looks good too now.
I'm trying. I need to get on your level.
I mean,
I need to use my sunscreen, which is where I was gonna go next.
Okay.
Like,
so listen now.
Because I know y'all out there don't wear y'all sunscreen.
Shame.
If you say you do, you a lie.
I'm straight up judging because I always be like, it needs to be with you. It needs to be in your bag. It needs to be in the car.
And see, I had that mentality. Oh, I'm not gonna be in the sun long. I don't need it. And I'll be that same person at like 70. Like, what happened? What happened? I used to look so good.
Forgot that sunscreen.
I was say, Marsha, can you reinvent the wheel here?
Oh,
like,
Lord, set me back.
Right, set me back in time.
That's funny.
But I mean, it is so important. And it's like, again, self-care is again, I'm going to keep repeating it throughout because people need to get it. It's not just going to get a massage and doing this and doing that. It's something that you do daily. So something as simple as, yes, putting on the sunscreen. And I'm speaking to myself as I'm saying this, like needing to do that, you know, eating properly, you know, looking just like if you do the weight loss program. That's not going to just, cure you and keep it moving because once you finish the treatment, if you don't change your patterns of life, you're going to bounce right back.
Right.
And it's going to be a complete rebound. And it's like, well, what did you do it for?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and I'm sure you probably get that too.
All the time.
Yeah.
All
and
the time.
it's, you know, it's really a mindset I think that people need to have as far as like self-care is concerned and changing that. Because I feel like growing up, self-care wasn't really at the forefront of, you know, my family's mind as I was growing up as a young child. It wasn't until I saw, you know, became an adult and seeing other people around me. And I'm like, I want that experience too, you know?
Right. They live in life. That looks nice, you know?
Exactly.
Self-care wasn't a thing.
It wasn't.
I saw hustle. I saw overworking. I saw no sleeping. I saw everything but self-care. You know, if you think about it, like that's what I saw. I saw the grind, you know. I didn't see anybody in my family or my mom's family, you know, anybody in our family just relaxing. I think she got sneezed or something. Relaxing or doing anything or taking a moment for themselves. It always seemed like it had to be earned, never given.
Yeah,
and honestly, we have to reset that narrative that self-care is not earned. You have to give it to yourself and you deserve it.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do and for a low effective cost, you know. So if you don't have a lot of money, what are some like self-care tips that you can give to the people that they could do?
Honestly, something I like to do and I do it about maybe 4 or 5 times a week is I just go and park by a body of water. like a pond, a lake, anywhere that there's water.
Mm-hmm.
It can even be man-made. I don't care. As long as I park and I pull my car right in front and I just watch the little ducks and the birds go and I just drink my little coffee and I just sit there and give myself a moment. It's free. It didn't cost me anything but my gas and time to go there and drive. And I just park there. And it's right around the corner from my house. Sometimes I'll drive out a little further and go about maybe 30 minutes away to another bigger lake or whatever. But that's something that doesn't cost you anything. And the stillness and being in that space, you don't have to be on your phone. You don't have to have music on. You just roll your windows down and just listen to nature. I do that a lot to kind of decompress from like the work day and transition to home. So I'll stop there on the way home. That's free.
Yeah.
You can go for a walk early in the morning before the world gets moving. It's still outside.
Yeah, that's true.
That's free. You know, because I've done that. I do that when I can, or when I can get up, when I can go to bed on time.
I know that's right. Yeah, that's my weakness too.
I can do that. But you can there's so many things. There's, I guess that wouldn't be self-care and it would be free. But I also like to change my environment of where I'm working. So, there's a lot of people that have businesses, they're entrepreneurs, they work.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's hard to get work done at home.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll take my little self right onto the library, reserve a little meeting room, go in there and sit. I might even read a little book while I'm in there. So I have some time that I'm working and the other time that I'm not, but I'm still in this different space.
Right.
And it's free.
Yeah.
So I'm when I think of other things that people could do that are probably free or low cost, I would say, find everybody's charging these days. I was gonna say like a little fitness group, but that's gonna be a fee.
Yeah, but if you find, I feel like if you go to the track and then you start seeing people,
you can meet people.
Yeah, everybody has that same mindset that we want to work together, we want to get things done, and then you just kind of start seeing people same time, same place, like let's get it done. And again, I think that the media, it's because now social media has become a big thing, and I think it's just kind of clouded people's minds into what we can do to take care of ourselves, or how we need to take care of ourselves, or how people perceive us and things like that. And it's not about what other people think. It's about what you think. Yeah. You're the one that's looking back at yourself when you look at the mirror, right?
Right.
And
you can tell if you look tired.
Exactly.
You can tell.
Right.
You're looking a little ran down. You gotta take a minute. You need a break.
That's me now. Like,
oh no, you look good, but you probably feel like you need a break.
I do, but this kind of thing is therapeutic to me. So this is like self-care in a sense. So again, it's so many different variations. In one of our previous episodes too, we talked about work-life balance and how that's so important. Again, when you're running around and doing all these things, and just being able to just kind of talk out what you feel. Get help for the way you feel. It's just so many levels.
Yeah.
So many levels.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to, lastly say to the people out there?
Well, I would say, I would just say that life is short and you really have to prioritize what is truly important to you. We only get one chance to do it, and you should do it your way. If things are heavy, find a way to make it lighter. If you need to talk to someone about maybe being overwhelmed or not being able to find a way to incorporate some type of self-care into your regimen, then reach out and find someone that can help you. Psychologytoday.com is a good resource. They have therapists and things like that can help you. Because a lot of people feel like I said, and growing up and in our age group, self-care is something that is earned and not just automatic.
Right.
But when you look at a different generation, like the Gen Z, the Gen Z, their self-care is non-negotiable. Like they sliding that thing right in day one.
Yes,
they getting hired and asking how many days of vacation on the first day.
Yep. So and already got it pre-planned.
And already got it pre-planned. They giving it to you when they get there on the first day. Yes. This is when I will not be available. Right. And they're unapologetic about it.
Prepare the others.
Because I'm not coming.
Right.
So take the time you need. Use your time off. plan your PTO. It doesn't matter if you're going to do a staycation, vacation, or be whatever. Take the time that you need and use it, because you can't take it with you.
You can't.
And you can't take the money with you either. And so you just, you only have one life to live. So that's my closing argument there. Is get the help you need, take the rest you need, and take care of your body. You only got one.
I know that's right.
And wear sunscreen.
Yes,
definitely.
Every day. So with that, we'll close with saying the bottom line is wear your sunscreen. You only get one life, one body, and it's very important that you take care of it, because the investment you make on your body now is going to make a nice impact when you get older, right? So just really stop and just smell the roses, essentially, right? So just think about that and take your time when you're doing things out there in life. And Marsha, thank you so much for coming on, and tell the people how they can reach you if they want to find out more about your services and all the type of treatments that you mentioned today and more.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
No
This is a wonderful conversation.
Yes.
You all can reach me and my team at 360 Envy Aesthetics across all social platforms. So on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And then also visit our website, www.360envy.com. It has all of our services, the benefits of the treatments, and things like that. And then you can always text us. And ask any questions as well.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So thank you all again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Take care.